everybody, welcome to this LSN Group interview. Today I am joined by Laura Bartlett,
hey.
Founder, editor and publisher of House of Coco Magazine. Thanks very much for joining us today, Laura.
Thank you for having me.
It's fantastic to have you here.
Yay.
And this is our first LSN interview. Woo! So we've got some questions to go through with you. I think the first thing that would be good for us to know is to hear your story.
Okay, yeah, so I'm Laura Bartlett. I own House of Coco, which is a luxury print travel magazine which is sold on the newsstands in London. So it's a quarterly publication and all the content is created by myself and my team. Collectively we're called Team Coco, and we basically just travel the world, have lots of fun, create inspiring content that ultimately will inspire our readers to go out and live their best lives.
And how did you come up with the idea?
When I was 19, my first proper job was working in media sales for the radio station, and I fell in love with the world of media, and I just knew that I would have my own business one day and it would be something to do with media. Then after working for a local magazine, I fell in love with the world of publishing, and I just thought, if he can have a magazine, then so can I. And so my first magazine was launched 8 years ago. Started as an online leads magazine, literally just talking about events in the city and launch parties and restaurant openings. And then after having this online magazine for about a year, I decided to quit my job. I remember like going and handing back my company car and then like thinking, oh wow, I kind of want my job back. Then took the magazine from an online magazine to a print magazine, had a huge party at Harvey Nichols in Leeds. And then every single month for about a year and a half, we used to distribute 15,000 copies of the magazine around the city. I say we, it was me.
Yes, me, myself and I.
Me, myself and I. I used to have staff to help me hand out the magazine at Trinity and all around central Leeds, and then you could go in Sainsbury's and pick it up. It was a free magazine, very much like Stylist magazine in terms of content.
Oh right, yes, yeah.
And paper. And after a year and a half of doing that, I decided I didn't just want to be a Leeds magazine anymore. I wanted to be international, because obviously the next step after Leeds is the world.
Obviously that makes sense, from Yorkshire to the world.
Exactly. And then I didn't think I could do it by myself. Applied to go on Dragon's Den. Didn't think I would get on, and did get on. So I was asking for investment to take it from this Leeds magazine to this international one, and then just got completely annihilated by Peter Jones. He said, who do you think you are? How dare you compete with me? Quit now, it's never going to work. But actually, there should be some sort of follow-up from these programs with the rise of mental health issues and things like that, and self-esteem problems. Like, I was annihilated in front of millions of people, and then you just left to deal with it. I think people should be offered counselling, like if you're not, strong-willed, and I'm, quite resilient. So I was all right.
I think they should do a show as well to follow up on what happened next with people, because a lot of people who actually were rejected on Dragon's Den have gone on to do incredible things. I'm assuming you didn't get investment.
No, I didn't. I didn't get any investment, and then I just cried the next day, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to prove them wrong. So I just worked harder. I spoke to more people. I sold more advertising. I worked with the distribution company. I launched the magazine on sale in 16 countries the same weekend that the programme aired, so it sold out worldwide. You have to use exposure to your advantage. So I did a couple of international issues, and then was approached by the Clothes Show to be a media partner. My magazine, Elle Magazine and Cosmopolitan were the media partner for the Clothes Show this specific year. Like, I didn't have to pay for the partnership, but I did get a space at the event to sell magazines. So I created a special issue. I spent all the money on this stand design to make it look really cool and inviting, and I basically naively put all my eggs in one basket, exhausted 30-day payment terms that I'd built up with designers and printers and all this, because I thought I'm going to make a load of money. So I made a £5. By day 2 I'd made £5, and there was no way physically, like financially, that I could stay for the 5 days, because I'd invested all my money. It was like, if I don't make the money back, then it's not going to work. So making a £5 was
balls to the wall.
Making a £5 wasn't going to cut it, so I had to cut and run. The company went into liquidation, and then subsequently I got made bankrupt. If I knew then what I know now, I wish I'd have fought harder not to let it go to tit. Like, I could have probably turned it around. It's just that I owed all this money, and then it seemed like it was so overwhelming, and it made me fall out of love with the business. I just didn't have it in me anymore to keep going. But in hindsight, I wish I'd have just kept fighting. I wish I'd have set payment terms and paid people, and I wish I'd have worked it out that way. But I was still, I was quite young. I was like 25. I didn't know what I was doing.
Thing to go through at 25, and to have all that responsibility on your shoulders, that's a lot, man.
Yeah. So I had a few months out, and then didn't really know what to do. Probably completely unemployable by that point. Definitely didn't want to have a job anyway. And so the only option was to start a new business, and I didn't really know how to do anything else apart from publishing. So I decided to launch a new magazine called House of Coco. Yeah, now it's 4 years old now, and we are the 3rd largest sold travel magazine in the country. On newsstand. We're stocked in Harrods, Selfridges, in all the airports and the tube stations, and it's an exciting time.
Very exciting time.
Yeah, it's literally a vehicle to have an incredible life for me and my team. And, it's a vehicle to do anything that I want.
Not many people will experience that kind of low, from Dragon's Den to bankruptcy. But how did you go from experiencing that really, really challenging time and pull yourself together to be this sort of really inspirational, motivational person that you are today? What
was the other option? What's the alternative?
Yeah.
Sit at home and cry for the rest of your life, or pick yourself up and move on.
Yeah.
No one died. I was healthy, I was fit, I was fine. It was just money.
Gain perspective.
Yeah, just don't wait for bad things to happen to put your life into perspective. You just pick yourself up and get on with it.
Yeah.
Just sit around moping around and blaming the past for the rest of your life. You can get up and do something about it.
And just crack on.
Yeah, but pick yourself up, dust yourself off and get on with it. Even this year, I've had quite a few down points in the business in terms of employing the wrong staff, and it's a setback, and I've kind of gone off the rails for a couple of weeks, gone out partying, and just been like, I don't care about this business anymore, and then be like, okay, we didn't come this far to only come this far, pull myself together and get on with it. And it's just all part of the journey. You will have highs and you will have lows, and you've got to accept that that's just the way it's going to be. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and what happens is people see, if you were to follow me now, and you'll see
people see this amazing life,
all these amazing things, and it's like, I've had to really grind to get here. Even up until today, you're dealing with people not paying you and chasing invoices, all kinds of things.
Sometimes it feels like the world's just trying to...
Yeah. And then sometimes you'll feel like, okay, I'm almost done. Like, I almost can't take any more. And then you're like, okay.
But then something good will happen.
And then something good will happen. Yeah. So it's always like sink or swim.
Yeah.
Sink or swim.
It is. Feast or famine, I often say, with having your own business,
I love that.
So what do you think is the most important part of your business journey so far?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
What do I think the most important thing? I think building a team of people has been the most important thing.
Yeah.
So when I had my first magazine, it was all me, mine, everything's mine. I wanted all the free stuff, and I wanted to go to all the events, and I wanted to do everything. Me. I was young and selfish and greedy. And then when that company did fail, had I have actually had people involved, it might have been easier to turn things around at the end. I might not have had to close it all down. And so what I've learned is, if you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. So by having this team of people who are part of it, not only does it help us grow the brand, but they're like the reason that I get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
I love
They keep you going.
They keep me going.
Yeah.
I keep them going. Knowing, for example, one of the girls, Jenna, I'm having dinner with her tonight because she's flying to the Seychelles in the morning. The fact that she gets to go and have a life experience in the Seychelles because of a business that I started, like, what more do you want?
I think you said a really, really important thing just there. Give people what they want and you'll get what you want.
Yeah, so me giving them, these life experiences around the world, they then create all this amazing content. That ultimately makes us have a better magazine. That attracts better advertisers. We make more money. Everyone's a winner. People talk about it all the time, like, work on your why, and what is your why? Like, your why will change. But my why always really has been just wanting to make my family proud.
Because if you do follow Laura on any of her social media, you will see that she is literally here, there and everywhere. She seems to be working all hours, but going out for lunches and dinners all the time. And like, I don't know how you fit everything in. Talk us through your average day.
It's really funny because people always say, oh my God, you must be so busy. Like, being busy is a badge of honor. And I'm just like, I don't feel like I am. I think I could definitely do way more. An average day, it depends if I'm traveling. So for example, an average day today, I'm here, I'm filming this. I'm going out for a lunch meeting with a lady who wants to talk to me about a series of events that she's working on. Then I'm meeting one of our clients who's a jeweler. They've ordered in loads of diamonds for me to try. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Then I'm going to, then I've got a Skype call. I'm being interviewed for someone's podcast. Then I'm meeting Jenna, who's part of Team Coco. We are reviewing a new menu in Leeds tonight. And then after that, at 8 p.m, I'm going to BBC Radio Leeds because they've got me on the radio for an hour tonight talking about social media and life in business.
Oh wow.
So that's today.
So that's a lot.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it is. Like, there's still going to be a couple of hours in between where I could catch up on my emails, do some work.
Yeah.
And they're like, busy people get shit done. There's a song and the lyrics are, you know, 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to work, and there's still 8 hours for fun.
Yeah.
Like, there's all that time in the day.
What do you enjoy most about being self-employed?
What I enjoy most is also the thing that I hate the most.
Oh, that's going to be the next question. So let's just combine
two in one. The fact that you can do what you want when you want. Like, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
But then that's also the worst thing. And that's why you need to have a solid routine, because if you don't, you'll do nothing. Like, if I don't write my to-do list for the next day the night before, I'll wake up and be like, oh, I don't know what I need to do today, and then I'll just potter about the house, and then I'll be like, you know, on my phone or reading a book. Instead of actually having solid plans, I'll get it done. Some days I will try and like, I'll write down everything I need to do, and I'll write 1 hour to do this, do this between 9 and 10, do this between 10 and 11, and I'll set my alarm to stop me. And it just means I have solid focused time to do the thing. And then some days I'll just make sure I get everything done on my to-do list, and it might be that I'll stop at 2 p.m. and go for a walk around the lake, or go out for lunch with my friend, and then I'll come back and I'll keep going until 9 p.m. But as long as I get everything done on the list, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. And then on a Sunday, I'll try and do like a loose plan for the whole week, but then things change throughout the week, so you need to add to it every night. Because if you don't wake up with a plan, like, just go back to bed.
So what inspires you then?
My family, my team. Basically, all I ever want is to be able to do what I want, when I want, where I want, with who I want, and never say no because I'm skint. So as long as I'm doing things to make sure that I can do that, then that works for me. I find reading is really inspiring. I try and read one new book every single week, but reading a book is great, but actually actioning what you've learned is better.
What kind of books do you read?
Always business. Always business. I used to have my own library in my bedroom when I was a kid, and I had every single Enid Blyton book. They all had stickers on them and numbers, and I had my own little library. And like my friends would like take my books out, and I would sign them back in. I loved my bookshelf, and I loved my books. And then I got bullied by this girl, and then that led me to go and spend time in a bookshop instead of going and spending time with friends, which just solidified my love for books even more. Because especially with business books as well, like, you can't just read them to get through them. You've got to like take it in, write it down, come back to it. What one piece of advice would you give somebody who was thinking about starting out in their own business now? Don't do it.
Oh dear. That's not quite the inspirational I was hoping for.
Probably what we were saying before we turned the camera on, don't look at what other people are doing. And just focus on what you're doing. So if whatever your business idea is or your plan is, don't compare yourself to other people in that industry. Just focus on yourself and do you.
It's so important.
Because you're looking at what they're doing and comparing yourself, but you're both at different stages in your business.
Exactly.
You know, they might have been doing it for 2 years or 10 years, and you're just starting out. So don't compare yourself.
Yeah, and don't let somebody else's journey stop you from starting your journey. So what is next for Laura Bartlett and House of Coco?
So next up for House of Coco, we are launching Team Coco Gang, which is going to be a collective of men and women, people from around the world who want to be a part of the magazine. So we're going to be doing exclusive events and retreats, offering exclusive content, podcasts, business advice and careers advice. And then also we're launching the magazine in new places. So the current magazine will be House of Coco London. We're launching House of Coco Leeds because
this is where you are.
Because this is where I am, and I want to actually have face-to-face meetings with people again. And I feel like this is such an exciting time in Leeds right now.
It is.
I'm Leeds born and bred. I'm extremely passionate about the city. I feel like we need this.
Channel 4 is just coming out. It's the digital hub of the UK. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening.
When I launch the Leeds magazine, I do plan on opening a hub in the city to offer internships and jobs to people in the creative sphere. And then I'm launching House of Coco New York. So I'm spending the whole of January in New York to plot. I've been approached by a New York university who want me to go and do a talk out there as well, which is going to be great to promote the gang and promote the magazine. So I'm going to go and spend January in New York to go and plot the launch.
The only thing stopping you from achieving your dreams is yourself.
Yes.
That's the thing, isn't it? Think big, and you will achieve, isn't it, really?
Yeah, like, definitely don't think small. Like, the people who don't succeed in life are not the ones who set their goals too high and miss. It's the ones who set their goals too low and hit.
Yeah. What's your most successful social media platform for House of Coco?
For the mag, just a bit of everything. You know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Probably Instagram, but
where do you get your most engagement?
Probably Facebook, to be fair.
See, that's interesting, isn't it?
It varies between Facebook and Instagram.
So I get no engagement at all on Twitter. Funnily enough, I did think that Facebook was my main place, but then I've just literally written down everyone who said they want to join LSN recently, and like the last 15 have come from Instagram. Instagram and Facebook, I think, are the main ones, but also for me, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn for me personally, my personal LinkedIn, like
stuff,
some of my stuff will get like 50,000 views. It's crazy.
50,000 views. Bloody hell, that's awesome. I get like 1,000, and I'm like,
but
we're all at our own level, so it's okay. Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining us. I've really enjoyed that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this interview as well. We'll be doing a whole series of interviews with female founders, hopefully to inspire us all and motivate us all to follow our dreams and to live our best lives and build the businesses that we really want and that we really deserve as well.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, like the Facebook page, follow it again so you don't miss out on any future content. And thanks very much for watching. Thank you again, Laura.
Thank you.
And until next time, bye. Okay. It's funny, isn't it, how like shit gets real when the camera's rolling.
That was fun.